Cullman, Alabama Premier Bank presents Wake Up Cullman.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Jacob Murphy.
I'm Natalie Bonner.
Again, welcome to another tantalizing episode of Wake Up Cullman. So, as you can see outside, it is getting to that point where it looks like it might be sunny, but it doesn't mean anything to us because in 5 minutes it could be snowing for all we know, or it could be raining hail from above.
I think it's going to keep its sunshine, and that is a welcome relief from the past fog and rain.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm so tired of rain at this point that it's uncanny.
But yesterday, where did that fog come from? I mean, just all over.
Well, you see, Natalie, when the sky gets very sad. No, but we are very welcome that the weather is clearing back up. No, but something a little more exciting is we have a cool guest today.
We do.
I'm excited for that. Before I do into that, I want to talk to you about something very important to us here at the show, and that's giving you guys awesome prizes because we are very excited about that. So every day we talk about giving you some awesome stuff that our sponsors are kind enough to donate to us, and we would like to state that today is no exception. You have a chance to win a couple of great prizes, so let's take a look at what those are today. All right, we have a day pass for 6 to the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center, and 1 large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. And Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue free family barbecue pack. That's the pound of barbecue, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns. So yes, you have a chance to walk away with not one, but all 3 of those fantastic prizes, and it's very simple to do so. All you have to do is check the Facebook page, find out who the sponsor of the day is, and then give us a call at 256-734-7399. Again, that's 256-734-7399. Let us know who that sponsor of the day is, and you will have those prizes.
And like Jacob said, we do have a really awesome guest today. In fact, if you are a night owl or someone that happens to sporadically wake up throughout the night, I guess this establishment might appeal to you. So if you'll stay tuned, we'll be right back with Stephen Gannon, and he'll tell you all about his business.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
All right, guys. Well, as you can tell, we are back with Mr. Stephen Gannon. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, sir. Now, if you can't tell from his shirt here, he is absolutely from Anytime Fitness, and this is a business that a lot of people in Cullman are excited to see here because there's not a lot of opportunities like what you guys offer here in Cullman. Now, there are obviously lots of fitness facilities in a lot of places, but none of them are open nearly as much as you guys are, and I think that might be the thing that separates you from the rest of them is your attentiveness and your availability, and that's something that everyone wants in everything they do is attentiveness and availability. So.
No, definitely. Thanks so much. We're so excited to be here in the Cullman community. My business partner Cesar Garcia and I we're looking at different opportunities. We had both moved here in the last 6 to 7 years from other states, as you can probably tell from my accent. But we were looking at different opportunities. We both like the fitness industry in general, and then the opportunity presented itself to open a 24-hour fitness facility, and then we were really fortunate with the location we ended up with, which is right across from Walmart, right next to Great Clips and across from Cici's Pizza and Casa Fiesta. So just a really prime location, a beautiful building provided by Drinker Development. So we've just been really fortunate all the way around, and so incredibly well received by our community. So we're really excited.
Now, you guys offer a ton of different stuff at this facility. Do you mind going through some of the things that people could expect and kind of hope to see and coming up with 24 Fitness?
Definitely. Yeah. As far as the equipment goes, of course, we offer a full top-of-the-line equipment as far as cardio, strength machines, a really nice free weight area, and then we have a really cool studio room, what we call a studio room, where people can take classes. A little bit different wrinkle on classes, perhaps in ways people have thought about in the past. We have what we call a virtual fitness on request system, which has over 300 different classes. Everything, as we say, from A to Z, from aerobics to Zumba, including Pilates, yoga, stretching, Zumba, and in fact on Monday we're actually getting a couple of spin bikes, so we have a ton of cycling classes on there as well. So this is all projected on a 130-inch projection screen, and again available 24 hours a day, included in your membership, so I think people will love that feature as well.
Oh, wow.
Definitely, geez. That's
Now,
awesome.
you had mentioned location before, and again, it is in a very prime spot because it is kind of in one of the central hubs of Cullman. So I can only imagine that has helped almost self-advertise for you guys just because of how good of a location you were in.
No, that's a great point. Really, the two best ways we've, I think, been heard about here in the community has been Facebook, and then also the location, because we always like to hear from our prospective members, how did you hear about us? And they'll say, I was just driving by and I saw the sign. So, so that's a good
Right.
thing, yeah, absolutely.
Plus, the name is pretty alluding to what it is. So,
True.
Anytime Fitness, obviously.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and I'll just mention too about Anytime Fitness. Of course, we are a part of a national franchise network. Of course, as I mentioned, we're locally owned, but there's over 2,000 clubs around the country. The great thing too is not only do you have unlimited access to the club here locally, but after 30 days, you can actually go to any other Anytime Fitness in the country, or in the world for that matter, because there's another 800 or 900 around the world. So you actually literally become a member at 3,000 plus clubs.
Oh, wow.
That is
Yeah.
incredible. Well,
Yeah.
we do have some footage that we're going to show. And this footage shows your complex and what it has to offer, so it's pretty awesome. And
So if you'd like to just kind of walk us through what you
Sure.
see.
Of course, you're seeing the outside of the building, as I just mentioned, and here's the front entrance, what we call the main lobby here area. You can see the strength machines. There is the free weight area, just a real full complement of free weights. And all of our cardio ellipticals, treadmills, and then we have these great stair climbers. The studio room that I had mentioned, and then you can see actually a class is playing in there right now. In fact, it looks maybe like aerobics. And then there's, in fact, the kiosk itself where you can just dial up one of the
awesome.
classes. Again, you can see all different instructors and different fitness levels, different durations. So don't be intimidated by either, because you can just kind of get started with it and just kind of move up with it. Yeah.
Sure. So, I mean, that's, for the area, I don't think the facility is huge by any standard, but I think the way that I've seen this, you guys have had this set up very well for the space that you were provided. And I think that's a lot to say about you guys, because you've made a lot of equipment fit in a very relatively medium-sized building, and I think that's fantastic, because I feel like a lot of people go to these like large franchise buildings, and they'll see all this equipment and it kind of overwhelms them. I think this smaller feel of this gives them a more personal feeling with this gym, and I think that's what draws a lot of people. So I think that works a lot pretty well to you guys' favor.
I think so too. But it is interesting though in size, because oftentimes we'll hear people when they come in, they say, wow, this is actually bigger than I thought, which is nice. And perhaps the outside of the building lends itself to making us think that it's a little bit smaller, but I think it is a good size, and we certainly, the concept lends itself to accessibility and convenience as well, because we have great parking, and you can just get work out in and be in and out very quickly. So that definitely.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of being personal and very hometown, one of the things that you guys offer is personal trainers, and I think that might be a big thing that you guys offer that a lot of people don't in terms of how they work with members. And do you mind explaining how that works?
I'd love to. Thank you for asking. One of the things included in our membership is what we call a fitness consultation, and that's an opportunity for a 1-hour session. It's again included. There's no extra cost for that. You can sit down with one of our trainers. We have 2 trainers on staff right now, and they're both fantastic, and they've been the core of our business. Aaliyah Scott DeBoer and Wes Parker. Aaliyah actually does figure competition, and she's also the assistant golf coach at Wallace State, and also has a degree in kinesiology, so she has wonderful experiences to bring to her position. Wes Parker was actually in intelligence and a helicopter pilot in the Army, and also has a lot of experience in personal training as well. So we have very diverse backgrounds from our trainers, but offering a lot of experience. And then back to the fitness consultation, they'll do an assessment, see what your goals are, and just kind of help you get started. And the transformation that they've already been able to achieve with some of our members has been remarkable. Losing 20, 25 pounds, but not just about losing weight, but really lifestyle change, and just being able to have a lot more energy, and I mean, just all the things that come with much better fitness, sleeping better, and just job performance. I mean, all those things, and I think that's the thing we're most excited about, is being able to really transform people's lives.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Sure.
Well, what's your favorite part?
Again, just really, as I'd mentioned, just really helping people achieve their goals and their successes, and just, again, being a part of the community. I just love greeting our members every day, and just being excited that they're there to work out with us, and that's just really been something that I've enjoyed immensely.
Sure. Now, one thing that I'm sure that a lot of you are curious about is pricing. Pricing tends to be the defining factor for a lot of people on gyms, because well, let's face it, a lot of people always throw that question out there: is it worth the time and effort to exercise and stay healthy? And the answer is absolutely. So cost comes a lot of play into some people, because who do you tend to be. You guys have different style pricing for different things, correct?
Right. We actually do have two term agreements, typically a 12 or an 18-month, and of course a little bit longer will allow you to have a little bit lower price. And then, as you had mentioned, we have different options, whether you're married or like a couple type discount or a family discount, or we even have some corporate partnerships now that we've established with some of the local facilities, which has been great as well, because we are 24 hours, and we know a lot of people here in the area do work second and third shift. That is obviously very, very convenient for them. But yeah, definitely. And then with the upcoming holidays too, we'll even be offering some different discounts and some quote-unquote sales as well. So I hope people can stop by. We'll definitely be doing some stuff, Black Friday through Cyber Monday, that kind of thing too. So,
sure.
Yeah. And then just the one last point, as far as pricing goes, and I was having a conversation with someone locally, and they said, well, it's really too much for me, and I know that this individual smoked, and I said, well, how much do you smoke? I mean, how much do you pay for your cigarette? And they said, well, about $150 a month. And I said, well, our membership is not much more than, is less than a cup of coffee a day. So if you eliminate your cigarette smoking, and you can go ahead and actually utilize our membership, think not only how much money you'll be saving, but in the long run, of course, your health will improve dramatically. So I think it's also kind of a balance in terms of what is, the perception that people have on price, because as often as some of our fellow owners will say, people often ask what is the price, because they don't know what else to ask. But
right.
You should never base your decision just on strictly price alone.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, again, what we've seen is a wonderful facility. We've seen it in a great location, and we've seen a lot of great community response to it. So we are excited personally that you are here. And again, thank you for stopping by to talk more about that. Is there any contact information that you can give out? That
please, thank you so much. Yeah, a couple of different ways. Of course, our main website, anytimefitness.com, and you can find us through there, and which of course you'll see all of the other clubs around the country. And then our Facebook page here locally has a lot of information. It's Anytime Fitness Cullman, and actually we're doing a little drive, a canned good drive now, right, as well. So through Thanksgiving,
okay.
Yeah. So if you bring a can in, you might even get a little bit of a discount too. But it's of course more about helping the folks more in need here up through the holidays. So.
Very nice.
Well, yeah, thank you, sir, for coming on and joining us today to explain the business a little better. I'm sure that we answered a lot of questions today that people might have had, and we would love to have you back on at some point. Maybe again, you can tell us how the can drive goes.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you guys will join us again in just a bit, we'll be right back with more. So don't go away.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Well, guys, it's now part of that show where I tell you the hint that pushes you in the direction that you need to go to win not 1, but 3 amazing prizes that I mentioned to you earlier in the show. So let's take a look at that hint today. And today's hint is which one of our sponsors the weather here on the show every day. Now, you should know that because it's my second favorite part. And if you like me at all, you will remember what my second favorite part of the show is. It used to be my first. Then we added a greater segment, and that's just me. So, again, which one of our sponsors the weather every day? And again, give us a call at 256-734-7399. Let us know who that sponsor today is, and you will walk away with not 1, but all 3 of those great prizes.
Hard to beat that, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, now it's time for our Facebook friend of the day, and our Facebook friend is going to be Donna McCurley, and she likes HP printers and the Cullman County Library. We would like to give her a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue for being our friend on Facebook.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? If you didn't know the sponsor of the day, you're about to, because again, it is time for the weather, which is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. So make the switch to Mitch. All right, looks like the average high for the day is going to be 62, the average low at 40 degrees. The record high set in 1939 at 75 degrees, with the record low set in 1962 at 14 degrees. Sunset tonight is going to be at 4:38 p.m. with sunrise tomorrow at 6:23 a.m. Now, as you can tell, we've had some rain. We had some light showers last night that I was unaware that we were going to have. We've got a lot of weather coming up from the Gulf, pushing up north, but again, it looks like most of it's going to bypass our area. It's still going to remain a little foggy today, but not too terrible. We've got a high of 62, tonight a low of 43 with a 0% chance of rain, and tomorrow we're looking at a high of 61 with a 0% chance of rain. Now, the extended forecast that we have going on here, again, is pushing a fluctuating temperature. It's starting off cooler and ending higher at about the lower 60s there, but again, the temperature is dropping down to the 20s high 20s, again, all the way fluctuating. Warmer temperatures by the end of, or the beginning of next week, up into the lower 50s. So we've got some varying temperature. Again, it is the last warm push I believe we're going to have for the year before December. So, wet and cold is what they're predicting for this season. So stay warm, stay dry, lots of canned goods, and prepare yourself a generator because Lord knows we all need them.
And enjoy the last few good summer
warm
days. Feels like summer in a way, but yeah.
Yeah, well, summer for people who are holding on to it as much as possible.
Yeah, they're clinging to it. I'm one of them.
I'm equally one of them, so don't feel too bad. Now, again, we had the wonderful joy of going out and talking to the Cullman County Commission on Aging, and that is something that we've mentioned to you many times before, and you've probably seen this little tidbit we have on them, but I would like to reiterate how much we enjoy them and how much the community seems to support them. They are a wonderful facility. They are a wonderful program. The seniors that do visit and stay at the facility fairly often, they love it. They're full of energy. You would never know that any of them were a day over 35. It is a fantastic group. I've never seen more people just so excited about doing things, and such a great community of people to hang out with and to see.
They are lovely,
fantastic.
full of energy.
Absolutely. So if you'll check this out real quick, I think it speaks for itself on how great they are.
At least you gave me an advance warning.
All right, well, again, love the Commission on Aging. Again, I think the video itself speaks for itself and all of the great things that you can do in the community. But moving on, I'd like to point out that it is now time for sports with Dakota Bailey, and we're excited to see what his predictions are for the week because he's usually pretty spot on. How are you this morning, Dakota?
I'm great. How about you, Jacob?
I'm doing well. We're excited to hear from you this morning. So why don't you jump right into it, man, and let us know what's going on in the world of sports.
All right, I will. We'll start off with everybody's two favorite teams, the University of Alabama and the University of Auburn. They've got really two cupcake games, but as you've seen from the news conference yesterday, Nick Saban ain't happy about those cupcake games. He takes them real serious. Auburn's playing Idaho, and Alabama's playing Charleston State on SEC Network at 3 o'clock. I'm picking Bama by at least 3 touchdowns. The team's going to be really good, but Bama, the way they handled Mississippi State, that offensive line of theirs and their defensive line is just killer. Auburn, of course, they're playing a cupcake too. I've got Auburn by at least 2 touchdowns. Idaho's not really that good. Well, let's get into the heart of the SEC. We've got the old rivalry between LSU and Ole Miss. I'm taking LSU by a touchdown. Robert Kondichi is out for Ole Miss, which is a big key part for them to stop that running attack by Leonard Fournette. I'm predicting Leonard Fournette will probably have about 150, maybe even 200 yards. He's going to get back to where he needs to be. Then you've got Missouri and Tennessee. Missouri's going to play their heart out. Gary Pinkel's got diagnosed with cancer this week. He is retiring at the end of the year. Hearts and prayers out for the Gary Pinkel family. Mississippi State, Arkansas, I'm going with Osui on this one. The Pigs are feeding off every team that Bama's playing. They just get destroyed. They've got their pride hurt. Arkansas just comes in there. They're so fast and physical. It's unreal, and they're just running over everybody once they play Bama. North Carolina, Virginia Tech, the Tar Heels, 9-1. They win this. They win out the SEC, go to the SEC championship game. Virginia Tech's playing their last game for Frank Beamer. Of course, they play next week, but this is their last ACC championship that they were fighting for this year, but Beamer's team just can't make it. You've got USC and Oregon. I'm going with the Ducks. You've got UCLA, Utah. I'm going with UCLA of the upset. Baylor, Oklahoma State. Baylor's coming off a tough loss last week. Oklahoma State lost almost a close game to Iowa State. Let's see how these two teams bounce back. It's in Stillwater, Oklahoma State Cowboys. TCU, Oklahoma. TCU has 2 starters out, Taj Boykin and Josh Dobbs. They're both possible. They're game-time decisions, but from what I've heard, they're not playing, so Oklahoma. Then you've got The biggest game of the day will be Ohio State, Michigan State, and I'm going Sparty all the way because it's Ohio State's first test, and they do play Michigan next week. So if Sparty don't get them, it's going to be interesting to see next week. And now we'll be back with community billboards after this.
When it comes to packing and shipping this season, think of us as your guardian angel. Get the expert care you deserve with the Pack and Ship Promise, only at the UPS Store.
With Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
And we are back with our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi. And the pre-Thanksgiving one-night Jubilee featuring the Steele and Adam Crabb will be November 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Cullman Civic Center.
And the CRMC Foundation Dr. Herman C. Enzer Lights of Love program is going on. This is a Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Thursday, December 3rd at 5:30 p.m. in the Colonel Carmen Room. The Giving the Gift of Love of Light on a Christmas Tree is tribute to someone special to you. This is a tax-deductible gift that will help support the Foundation's mission of advancing healthcare services at Cullman Regional Medical Center. You can call 256-737-2565 for more information.
And St. John's 3rd Annual Christmas Festival and Outdoor Market will be December 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come ready to play, eat, shop, and see what they've got.
And if you have a community billboard or would just like to reach us in any way, you can contact us at our webpage at mycolementv.com, email us at mycolementv@gmail.com, or call us at 256-734-7399. And remember to like us on Facebook at My Cullman Television.
And again, we are sponsored by Pepsi. And wishing you a happy birthday this Saturday, Regina Duke. And on this Sunday, Andy Page. And we are about to draw for our weekly winner who will receive an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And happy anniversary to Larry and Denise Bates. Don't worry, we're about to draw for that one as well. You'll receive a $15 gift certificate from the kindergarten if you are a winner of that.
Alrighty guys, well if you didn't already know, our sponsor of the day today was indeed Mitch Smith Chevrolet. So remember, make the switch to Mitch. And remember to like us on Facebook, guys. It is very important that we hear from you. We do want to know what's going on in your world. We are like a creepy stepmom who stalks her stepchild because she wants to know what's going on. We are those people. Just let it happen. But no, we do
Why
we
don't
do
you
appreciate
get your
it.
cup?
Yeah, that's a good idea, Natalie.
All right, we are doing our drawing. So I am drawing for the anniversary winner.
Yes, you do that.
Larry and Denise Bates.
Well, congratulations on that.
Congratulations, guys.
And for the birthday.
Just call the station or stop by and we've got your prize.
All right, and Miss Regina Duke, congratulations. You are our winner for the birthday, so you have won a full ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. So if you will also stop by and let us know what's going on, we will be able to hook you up with that one.
Sounds awesome.
And by hook you up, I mean you can bring it by and we'll share like a part of the cake with you, and that'll be, yeah, totally.
Bring that cake by. We'll eat it.
We'll eat it.
I'll eat it.
She'll eat it.
I will.
That's how that goes. Okay, so Well, guys, we had a great day today. We talked about a lot of great things going on. There's a lot of cool community events coming up next week that I'm excited to talk to you about on Monday. And we've got a great weekend here happening. Lots of adventure, lots of stuff. I might have a special annoyance with me on Monday if I can work it out, so that'll be fun.
I'm just excited that it's Friday.
She just wants to sleep. That's it. We all
I do.
just want to sleep. We're all just ready to go
That's
home.
my favorite thing in the world to do.
We've learned that after you hit 20, the greatest goal in life is how long you can nap.
Actually, after you hit 25, you're like, when can I take a nap?
Nap time. All right, guys. Before we bore you too much or convince you that it is now time for you to sleep, we're going to let you go and exciting on your Friday as great a fashion as we can. So remember, I am Jacob Murphy.
I'm Natalie Bonner.
And again, everyone here at My Cullman Television hopes you have a fantastic Friday, and we will see you first thing Monday morning. Have a great day.
Happy weekend.